What's happening? What's good? What's going on, my friend? I'm glad that you are here on my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I want us to actually break down one of the trades that we caught on the previous day, which was US30. So one thing about this video is that I want us to actually take a look at how we saw this trade before it played out, how we executed it, and as well how we implemented some methods to be able to re-enter, because we did execute and this trade did go against us, but we used a different strategy to re-enter. And as well, after we have re-entered, it's not just that, it was also more on about management. And as well, I noticed some mistakes that I done in terms of management. I want you to be able to spot those mistakes that I'm mentioning, plus as well learn from them, and we can also learn from other trades that actually managed to have fixed and rectified those mistakes. So obviously the purpose of this video is to help you, guide you, but not only just that, allow you to be able to see actually how to go about entering, especially indices such as US30, and as well riding it all the way up to you actually take profit. And obviously this trade was one of the trades that we were looking at on our daily live trading sessions that we normally have right here on YouTube. So if you are not a part of those sessions, make sure that you do check them out. But I want us to dive a bit more deeper into the charts so that we are able to just break down this trade. And as well, while I'm walking you guys through, I'll be showing you some of the evidence of the trades that we're running right on the side, so that you're able to see with clarity in terms of how everything was just playing out. So let us get straight into the charts and look at it. So currently right here we do have a trade on US30, and I remember very well how we came about seeing this is we noticed that the market has been giving us a huge impulse all the way downwards, and then right here we noticed that we started being in a corrective phase. So if you do understand the phases of the market, it always moves in three phases, which is the impulse, the correction, and as well impulse, correction, and so on. So once you are able to understand the differences of how the market moves, it'll be easier of you to be able to secure and as well maximize maximum profits. We did catch a trade here. The other time we caught a trade here, it went down with us. We caught another one here, went down with us, but that's not it. I just want us to focus a bit more on the one that we caught yesterday, because with this it was a very unique trade. And how we went about catching it is, firstly we noticed that price is in a downward trend. Yes, we can see price was downward, and then this was a rejection, but then price continued to push downward, and right now we started spotting that we are actually in a corrective phase. So how do we spot a correction? It's when the market is ranging. It's either maybe it's ranging sideways, or it's ranging just a bit to the upside, or it's ranging to the downside, which means that it's either forming an ascending type of a pattern or a descending type of a pattern. So here we spotted the market was ranging in a sideways type of a manner. So once we've seen that, we started just looking at it, and then we've seen that here at the lows, at first we wanted price to break below the lows, but it didn't. So we saw it was just rejecting, but we knew and understood that longer term we are looking for those sell opportunity, and then it failed to break multiple times here. But as well, I remember even on the live session, so one thing that I like about the live sessions that we have is that we all educate each other, because I remember one of the members mentioned that they are firstly seeing a left shoulder here, right shoulder, head here, and as well price was still here when we spoke about it. They saw a right shoulder. I mean, the price is more likely gonna form a right shoulder somewhere around here, and that made perfect sense. But I want us to use this bar replay button, because everything was being mentioned when price was still here. So what we done is that I went to as little as the 15 minutes. So now we started observing, because I understood that there will be a lot of people that are gonna eventually say that no, this thing is ready right now, and they want to already be involved in it, meaning that they want to either buy or sell. So then what we done is that we started focusing a bit more on how to actually take advantage of the market, in terms of, we noticed that this is not just it on the 1 hour time frame. This is the first touch here, the second touch, and then we're looking for price to just come a bit below, somewhere around these areas, to give us a third touch. Plus as well, one of the methods that we also observed and used is on the 15-minute time frame right here. We noticed that before price done this big impulsive movement here, price gave, here was the last bullish candle that price respected, you understand? So after this bullish candle, price went all the way down, and then now we're seeing price just play around here. So then we spotted that happening. The market started doing this, and then when price was here, I understand that there's a lot of people that are going to be like, no, I'm ready, I want to take a sell, or whatever the case is, they'll be rushing this trade, because what the markets, one thing that I like is that it takes money from the impatient and then it gives it to the patient ones. So there's a lot of people that will be rushing this trade to play out. So with this already, I've seen, looking at it, there's different types of strategies that we're able to mix up. Like I did show you, the first one was with that left shoulder, head, right shoulder, but we didn't want our right shoulder to be here. We wanted our right shoulder to be here, And as well, we notice that this is pattern first touch, second touch, third touch here. But not only just that, we also notice that another thing is that 15-minute bullish candle before price went down here. So we also used it as an indication, and then we said once price does get there, that's when we will be looking for, you know, more of like, you know, sell opportunities. And obviously the first thing that we'll do is we'll wait to see the candle close and whatever the case is. But one of the first mistakes that I done is that I didn't wait. I rather put a sell limit. But we are going to dive a bit more deep in that because I want to show you how we were able to rectify that. And as well, using another advanced type of a strategy, because we do have different types of strategies that we are able to just confirm. We don't need to apply all of them at once, but sometimes, you know, just to confirm certain things, we are able to do that. So we took our Fibonacci all the way from the high, all the way down to the low right here. Looking at it, this became a bad pattern. I came here and then I took this being our X leg, A leg here at the bottom, and then B should be any level between 50 and 61, which is here between 50, plus as well C leg right here, as long as it's past 38.2 right here, and as well being able to find point D, which is at 88.6. Boom. And this is how we spotted this. So obviously, if I may just even remove this and I draw it using these triangles, you'll be able to see and understand what type of pattern this is. But this is just another add-on in terms of adding on to what we were seeing, because it's more like this. Okay, and then so what happened is that price now started playing out, meaning that there was a breakout that did happen to the upside right here. Let's just see, price started moving out, boom, just like this. When price was here at first, initially the first trade that I was in is I had my sell limit actually here. I had my stop loss just above here at the previous lower high, because this area was a lower high. So I put my stop loss just above this lower high right here, a tight one just like this, and then obviously take profit being here at the low right here. And then yes, price activated us, and then it took me out same time, you understand? So it took us out literally same time after it has activated us. So then what I done is that I noticed that, okay, no, maybe I was a bit impatient, because of the fact that I can see that yes, I used the sell limit, it made sense and everything, but my stop loss was too tight. And as well, I didn't wait for a candle to close in a bearish type momentum. So I understand here already other people were gonna say that this thing is buying, maybe just, you know, change their buyers and stuff. But for us, we just kept on tight on our buyers, but not in terms of revenge trading, because what we've done is that we're able to re-enter. So normally when I re-enter, I use methods such as, let's say for instance, if I entered with 1%, and the trade was gonna, let's say, hit me $1,000. Let's just say $1,000. It was gonna give me, let's just say, it's a risk toward here 1:8, mean that it was gonna give me $8,000 right here. So a re-entry method would be me just reducing my risk to 0.50% of the trade once again, and then meaning that this time I am gonna only lose $500 if it goes against me, but if I happen to gain, I am gonna be able to take home at least $4,000. You understand? So it's just reducing risk, and as well being able to just, like, you know, take advantage of the market once more. And that's what we done. I just waited for this on the 15-minute candle close, and it closed with this undecided candle. And then one thing that we done as well, I'll just also make sure that in the Telegram group, because this was also sent in the Telegram group, I mentioned to the team members that once price breaks below this area here, it's more likely to give us like sell indications and so on. So I'll just make sure that I put it here. But if you're not also in our Telegram group, guys, you are doing an injustice to yourself, because the Telegram group is 100% free, and you know, we do share these profitable trades, but not only just in terms of sharing it as a signal, but we share this in terms of you being able to just learn from it. You understand? So I mentioned what I'm seeing so that people can be able to understand. Yes, price did activate right here, and then once it did activate, once when price was like somewhere around back here at these levels, waited for 5-minute bearish candle close, boom, right here, this bearish candle close that happened, that's when we took a sell, and we had our stop loss be exactly here. It was just moving a bit too quick, so we executed here, and then yeah, man, from there we basically started going down with it. We started going down. You can see price now came to break below somewhere around here. Boom, yes, we broke below. So this was more of a confidence type of a thing. It built more confidence, because why price went up, created this double top scenario. This is the low it failed to break, then now it broke below. Now it was just more on, mind you, entering a trade doesn't mean anything. It's more on management. When price was somewhere here, instead of allowing myself to maybe break even somewhere here, how I normally break even would be price maybe going down and then creating a lower high, and then when it creates that low, I should break even above the new lower high. So me, I didn't do that, but what I done instead is I tried to protect as much profits as possible, and then I put my stop loss to somewhere around here, And obviously I used, why did I use this? Is because of, I looked at it in terms of price was bearish, and this bullish was showing that there's a high chance that a bullish momentum can take place. It broke all the way to the downside, so I just put my stop loss just above here to protect myself, so if trades go against, I can still be able to just take home some profits. Like, let's say for instance, be able to take home at least 1%, but if they do happen to, hold on, I'll be able to write down with it. And yes, price did, go all the way, and it took us out here with one account. So I'll just also show you here, right here, the other account was already up by maybe close to $1,000. That is actually a prop account, took us out with close to $500. And there was another live account that I was trading with that was probably running around like maybe 35,000 in terms of total, but it took us out with like maybe 10,000, somewhere around those numbers. See what happened, it done this. I had a third account that I was running with, I executed it. In fact, it's funny because I forgot about it, so luckily I didn't adjust stops to it, because if I did, maybe it was also going to be out. So that one I just forgot, because it was more of a smaller account, like the balance was like maybe 600 somewhere there, and it was just more of a smaller account. So I didn't really think of it as much because I was managing the other accounts that I had. Yes, price done this, on which this is where I highly believe I should have waited for price to do this first. Once it breaks here, let's say when it breaks here, let's see, boom, just wait for it to play out, creating lower highs, lower high, okay, right there. And then already I can see building out for that sell, on which right here, the other thing that we could have potentially done is, maybe scale in. You understand? Scale in, meaning that this trade now made perfect sense, and it built a beautiful, ascending type pattern, because if you look at it, this is more of an ascending type pattern right here. And then once this breakout, one of the things that I could have potentially done is put my entry here, my stop loss here, and as well my first trade stop loss, put it also here. So there's no risk on this trade, but on this trade there's still just a few risk. You understand? Even if I go with 0.50, that's okay. And then go down just like the boom. And once this breaks out below here, because obviously now we would be seeing that this is a lower low, lower high, and then it broke out to go create new lower lows. So what we could have potentially even done here is be able to just like maybe here we could just reduce this stop loss, put it here, even here, put it somewhere here, type of a thing, or maybe even just lock in maximum profit somewhere around these levels. So but we let trade run, and trade started running below. So also I want to show you with so already with those two accounts I was already out by here, but with the other accounts I just let it ride, because once it started doing this, I just let it ride, and I let it ride up until it went all the way below. So what I done is that I kept on managing it in terms of when price created this like this, I saw it as a lower low, lower high, and then I would put my stop loss above here, and then price went down just more like this, lower lows. I think it broke below, yeah. So after I'd done this, I put my stop loss again, because look at this, I saw this lower low, lower high, I saw this lower low here, lower high, then I saw this lower low somewhere here. I believe here is when we took our stop loss, adjusted it to here, because now I'm trying to lock in maximum profits. And then price done this, and then price was playing a bit more around like here. I think this is during the AMs. It was just playing around, because I remember when I woke up, I found price shot a bit more to the downside, and then we adjusted our stop loss once more. But when I slept, I locked in maximum profits here, and then price done this. So I believe it was like more around in the AMs. Yes, boom, somewhere here. Yes, so somewhere here we had our stop loss once again here, and then I believe, because here is where I actually took profit. Yes, and then price started shooting down more like this, and then price started shooting a bit more down, and then we adjusted our stop loss, I believe somewhere once again here, maybe somewhere here, we adjusted our stop loss, because what we've done is that we are trying to protect as much as possible, so we don't give back to the markets. The most important thing is trying to avoid giving back to the markets. And then I just want to see what time it was when we were able to just go out of those trades. I believe though it was around 6 a.m. somewhere around there, because that's when I woke up. Yes, and then price started shooting down. So when it done this, we adjusted our stop loss once more again to here, and then price now was moving down. Price was moving down. Boom, boom. Let's see. Yes, somewhere around 6 a.m. when I woke up. I remember I just woke up and I closed profits. I even sent in the Telegram group. I was like, guys, I think I'm done. Yes, price was doing this, and then started playing around. And then as soon as I started seeing this happen, yes, it was around year 6. As soon as I started, because my stop loss was here, but as soon as I started seeing this happen, so already I just took profits here. Like I literally took profits, because why? I didn't want price to go all the way up. Plus as well, I was looking at this be more like, if you just extend this, already this was a breakout, you understand? This broke out, so I didn't want it to go all the way back up and so on. So I took profits literally here, on which I feel like that was the best way to take profits, because afterwards price started to play around and so on. And looking at it, this trade, this scaling would have given a 7%, but this one already, with how it ran, we looked at a positive 4.6% on just this one, because looking at it, where we caught it and where we exited, a 4.6%, and that was just an amazing trade to be in. And through speaking, you can simply see afterwards price started to play around and so on. And I see a lot of people, they catch good trades, they don't run with it up until maximum profits, and as well they are able to give back more profits that they made from the markets. And this method, how we caught this trade here, obviously for me, one of the mistakes that I done is firstly not being able to scale in here, and then secondly not being able to just put the stop loss at the right moment, at the right time. I just didn't want the market to close when I don't have my stop loss in profit. So I feel like that was one of the reasons that led me to that. Plus as well, we also spotted a trade on gold literally yesterday on the session, and we were looking at price just getting here, touching here, and once it touches here, going all the way down. And you can simply see this is also what more likely happened. But these are sessions that we normally speak about, or we go through on our daily live sessions, which are also free access. You can get access to them right here on YouTube. But for you to be able to not miss out of any updates, whatever that we see in the markets, you should be in our Telegram public group. The very first link that's going to be in description is going to be in our Telegram public group. The most important thing is for you to be able to grow and to become better. And that is the purpose of my YouTube channel, to be able to just guide you and help you so that you're able to make better trading decisions. Mind you, this is not financial advice, or this should not be used as signals or anything similar to that. It's just my journey, me, what I go through on a day-to-day basis, and how I spot certain things that I can improve, and how I'm actually able to catch profitable trades. When I do happen to catch losses, how do I go about adjusting and being able to just, still manage to be profitable? But I will see you on the next YouTube video. It is your boy Liswa Mutupi. If you didn't subscribe yet, make sure that you like this video, and as well subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you join the Telegram group, which is the very first link in description.